Trackmania's subscription-based monetization model is definitely the most controversial part of the game. The lack of clarity about features available on each tier confuses people and makes them quit the title entirely. In this video, I will try to give you a short explanation of every feature of all of the 3 tiers the game offers, as well as talk about which features are the most important. I hope you enjoy watching. But let's start with the reasons behind this model. The nature of the Trackmania franchise has always caused trouble in terms of monetization, as the track builder basically allowed the game to be replayed forever. Because of that, the developers had to create new releases to gain the money needed for the company to stay afloat. While this model produced a lot of successful games and still a good environment, it ultimately split the community a lot. Because of that, making one big game made sense, and using the subscription model made the developers more financially independent. By making new updates instead of new games, however, come new problems. The major one is that any change to the physics will make some maps unplayable and a lot of records unbeatable. Changes like that are bound to happen and are usually sad, as they make the previous work of people, in this case maps, obsolete. The rate of updates is also questionable, with a few decent sized updates adding new blocks per year and only one big update in the game's 2-year history. Before getting into the individual access tiers, I want you to remember that this video may become outdated at any time, and before any purchase, I recommend checking the official page, which I linked at the top of the description. I tried my best when doing my research, and I will try to share any correction in the pinned comment. I will rate the value of every feature based on my own knowledge, just like showed on the screen, so sorry in advance if I rank your favorite mode low. Starting with the most basic offering, we have starter access available for everyone for free. In terms of solo play, you get access to the training campaign as well as the current official campaign. The training campaign isn't anything special, with quite basic and outdated maps, while the seasonal campaigns offer decent replayability for those wanting to collect all the medals on it. It's replaced with a new one every 3 months, and its tracks have a specific easy to learn, hard to master style to them. Going to multiplayer, we start with 2 arcade servers. The first is played on the current campaign maps, while the other uses tracks chosen from the community campaigns. These servers are mostly used just as a demo of multiplayer offerings, and usually only free-to-play players join them. Next up we have the pretty popular ranked mode, which pits 2 teams against each other on a selected map. Its competitive nature brings a decent amount of players, but only those who know the tracks well can rise to the tops of the leaderboards. In contrast to that, you have a Royal mode, which is played on more gimmicky maps and is considered a more casual game mode. It is quite fun, but lower player numbers may force you to play against bots, which is a shame. Finishing the multiplayer offerings for this access level, we also have some local modes, including Hot Seat mode for up to 8 players and Split Screen mode for up to 4 players. In addition to that, PC players can join but not host a LAN server. I am not rating these features as I never had anyone to test them with, but they should be a good addition for those who want them. Starter access also grants you the ability to use almost every creative feature of the game. The map editor, which is the most important one in my opinion, doesn't require a paid subscription to access the advanced editor now, which is great. However, only PC users can use it to its full extent, as only they can use custom 3D items created by the community. Creators playing on the PC can also use the replay editor to create videos or take pretty pictures with it. Console users also lose out on the skin editor, but it isn't a big loss, as it's very basic and you need club access to actually apply the skins you create. Finishing the topic of starter access, let's look at some miscellaneous features that are noteworthy yet can be missed by some. Everyone can finally use voice and text chat. I know it sounds stupid, but for almost 3 previous years you had to pay to actually do that. Free-to-play users can also get basic car customization features thanks to the prestige skins. Unlocking them all can be a challenge, and I will link to my video about them in the description once I actually make it. Finally, you can race against VIP ghosts, which are records from selected creators in the community. After putting in a special code, you can see their records in-game. I will link to a list of them in the description. Going to the next tier level, we have standard access, which retails for around $10 per year. It includes every feature from starter access, as well as a lot of additional content. Starting with new solo features, we have access to the library of public club campaigns. The total map count is massive, but a lot of tracks aren't up to the official standards. Luckily enough, you can play the best maps from the community in the Track of the Day section. As the name suggests, every day only one map gets in, which ensures quality, and the backlog of more than 1000 maps should keep you playing for a long while. In addition to all of that, you get access to all the previous seasonal campaigns, but since their leaderboards aren't active, there aren't many reasons to play them. To end off this section, I have to mention that you can also launch maps the classic way by downloading them directly. For that I of course recommend the Trackmania.exchange website, which hosts more than 80,000 of them. In terms of multiplayer, standard access also adds a lot in this aspect. You of course get access to player created servers, though they don't seem to be as crucial as in the previous titles. Don't get me wrong, they are still extensively used for player made tournaments, but today's community isn't as server-centered as in the older Trackmania titles. Servers are split into Nadeo hosted and dedicated servers now, and only PC players can join the latter. Everyone, however, can join the Track of the Day server, which hosts Cup of the Day tournaments 3 times a day. It's great for people of all skill levels, as more than 3000 players daily ensure fair competition for everyone. Standard access members can also create LAN servers for PC players. In terms of other features, you can send in your maps to the map review server to have a chance of them being chosen for an upcoming Track of the Day. You can also disable ads, which on one hand is great, but on the other hand, you lose out on a lot of community ads which promote cool events. I'm not 100% sure about this feature, but from my understanding, you need this version to see the ranking display on the left side of the screen. This version should also be able to play against downloaded ghosts, but barely anyone uses that feature, so I'm also unsure about that. And we finally come to Club Access, bundled for $30 a year, or $60 for 3 years. The biggest addition to this access level is, as the name suggests, the ability to create your own club. But before talking about that, let's see what other features and other clubs can offer you. In terms of new activities, you can play on private club campaigns and private club servers. This isn't that much of a feature, as most people make their activities public to attract more players. You need this access, however, to play in the Trackmania World Tour tournaments, as the club access is set to sponsor them. You can also finally use custom skins, of which you should find plenty in the menu, as well as browse some additional custom 3D items, though you can get most of them for free from the item.exchange website. After selecting your favorite club, you'll be seen in game with its club tag, and you can see the rankings of all the club members on every map. Before talking about your own club, I want to highlight the importance of the ability to play against world record ghosts. Thanks to it you can improve on every track much quicker, as you can usually copy its lines to improve. So what can you do in your own club? In my opinion, clubs are mainly a convenient way to share your content with others. You can share your maps, skins or custom items easily by using them, as well as create online servers with a click of a button. You can do a few more minor things with them, as you can see on the screen, as well as customize them to your liking. Finally, if you want your club to be seen by more people, you can even create advertisements for it. Before going to the final recommendations, let's take a look at a few specifics of the buying process. Firstly, upgrading from standard to club access will transform 1/3 of your remaining days of standard access into club access. Secondly, the game offers crossplay and cross progression, but not cross-buy. This means that you will have to repurchase access to all the additional platforms again if you want to play on them to their full extent. Speaking of other platforms, for online play, Xbox users can join everyone without the need for Xbox Live Gold, while PlayStation players need a PlayStation Plus subscription to access online features. The game also never renews automatically, so you don't need to worry about cancelling your subscription. You should be able to keep past official campaigns and track of the days after the paid access time runs out. I also have to add that from my experience, when buying a standard or club subscription, you can wait up to a date until the activation. Only after that time would I start worrying or contact Ubisoft support. So what version do I recommend? As a player who has spent a decent amount of time on every version, I think that standard access is the best option. If not for this YouTube channel, I would most likely still use it. Club access is still a good option for those who need custom skins and creators who like the convenience of owning your own club. All of the versions go on sale from time to time, at least on the PC, and that's when I would recommend buying them. I hope now you have all the knowledge you need before making a final purchase. Before buying anything, check the official page from the description, and thanks for watching.